Gervais Restaurant, authentique French cuisine in Silicon Valley.
SoapBox is a way for groups of people to come together and collaboratively produce television news. Our theory is that blogs have really started to challenge traditional print media. On the other hand, video hasn't really. If you go to Google Video or YouTube, that stuff isn't about to challenge the stuff you see on the nightly news on television. And I think the reason is that with the blog, if you can write, then you can be a successful blogger. But just having one skill doesn't translate well into the video world, because there are lots of different things that you need to do. You need to be a video editor, you need a writer, you need a narrator, etc. And usually all those people work for a media outlet. But if there were a place where different people around the world on the internet there were either amateurs or professionals wanted to work on those things together, if we gave them one place where they could meet each other and work with video, then you could start creating really high quality news stories for your television that started to challenge the traditional news broadcasts.
So what does SoapBox do?
SoapBox is a web community that has a complete set of video editing tools in it. It's just a concept right now, but how it would work is you would become a member. You would either look around for videos. If you had a particular idea for a story you want to make, you could submit your own footage, take other people's footage and work with it, or you could go out to the rest of the community and ask them to help you out with your story.
Okay. And can you take footage from outside the SoapBox? I mean, on Google Video or Yahoo Video or others?
Assuming you have a copyright, if you have the rights to do so, sure.
So once you've got the videos, what do? Are you have to find someone to edit it, or how does it work?
Right. Okay. So if I'm a video editor, I can edit it, or someone else. I can find a writer to write a story about it. I can find people who are bilingual to translate it into other languages. Our approach is really about giving people alternative viewpoints to what they already see on the news. So we want this to be as global as possible. So sorry to get away from your question, but how it would work is you get a bunch of video footage in first, and then you need some way to organize that. So ideally, instead of having to watch all of that stuff, hours and hours of footage, you would do these time-based tags where you could insert what we're calling timeline tags that applied only to specific frames of the video. So that if there were only 10 seconds of a 20-minute video that you were interested in, you could instantly jump to that footage, then extract it for your own project instead of having to, it's really very time-consuming the other way. After that, there would be a project manager, and you'd really have to manage it. So like I said, there are many different tasks, and however, there is no one set framework for how you do it. It's very disconnected. You could start at any point, really. Right. So there are no steps.
Okay. So how do you end up here at Yahoo?
I'm a graduate student at NYU's Interactive Telecommunications program, along with 4 classmates, and we were in a class called Design Expo that was all about creating concepts that fit within a theme of communities and things that Yahoo is really committed to. And so this was our idea, and we were selected by Yahoo to come out here and represent our school.
Gervais Restaurant, authentique French cuisine in Silicon Valley.